Help spread the word of Nod and reawaken our followers. Peace through power.
And there we go. We have our new general, and he demands all other technology to defeat our enemies.
Welcome back, Commander.
I'm Janus Jaguar, and welcome back to adding a general to your game. In this part 2, I am going to show you how to customize your new general. So let's dive right into it. So first I'm going to need you to open up your mapped images, and I'm going to need you to open up your HandCreatedMappedImages.ini in both the hand-created folder and the textures folder. In one of those files, I forget which one, I think it's this one with the hand created one is the one it is. You're going to look for the in-game UI. Specifically, you're going to look for the command bar. You're going to be choosing which command bar you want to use, the China, GLA, or America. And that's actually the order. I didn't even realize I said that out loud that way. Then I am going to need you to find one of these files in the textures folder and copy it. And so specifically, it needs to correspond to the previous command bar. So if you did the China, it needs to go to China. If you did GLA, I mean America, you do it to America. GLA to GLA. Funnily enough, the way to find these files, or rather a specific one, this one right here, if we're going with China, is not in the textures dot 0 hour. It is actually in the regular base game generals directory. So what you need to do is you need to, open up your FinalBIG and go to the directory. In this case, we are going to be taking out the SN command bar and the SN controller bar 512 underscore 001. And then we are going to also take out this one. This is actually going to be a very useful template later. And apparently my cat wants to also say something. And then right after that, we are going to don't forget to rename everything. And then when you rename your these equivalent to your general, go to ControlBarScheme, and we will need to rename the image name right here, which corresponds directly in right here in the handcrafted in the hand created folder. That is, remember, that's the actual base background for the command bar. So you need to pop that guy in there. Just copy over the one that you took. Like, so I did China. I just made a China base one, and I just changed the texture. And that's all you really need to do in here for now. There might be stuff you need to do that I haven't discovered yet. And then we are going to and then we're going to head back to ControlBarScheme, and then we're going to want to eventually rename all of these. I just put a 1 next to each one just because I'm lazy. The only one you really don't need to do is the Q button. I haven't tested that to see what it is connected to. I'm a little scared. And these actually all correspond to the control bar file that you copied earlier, and then you need to rename all of those also. Remember that this corresponds to all the individual buttons and such that are on the command bar in this area. And as I said before, you can, those are the images. You save them, copy them, edit them. As you can see, it's a template. Um, you know, change the colors, color it in. I use GIMP. Highly recommend it. Next, we are going to go into the what I figured out just recently. It is awesome. This it opens up everything. Go to ChallengeMode.ini. I told you earlier you need to open up some files. Hopefully this is one of the ones. Oh wait, no, that was another take. So what you're going to do in here is go all the way down to Persona 9. This is the boss general. So you know how when you go into General's mode or General's challenge and you can choose each individual? That's what this is. This is the bio information that goes towards that. So what you're going to do is copy the boss version, because as you can not tell, but now you can tell that this version is a lot smaller than this version. Like, all the code is not there. So what we're going to do is just copy that and just copy this part into here. Just copy right over. As you can see, I previously already have this filled in. These are all the portraits. In fact, let me color that on for you. These are all that image I told you earlier as a template. This will correspond to all of these. That will also correspond to this area and this one too. In fact, this is the one that it's supposed to be taken care of. And then you can customize that image to be whatever you want. As you can see right here, I put that in the player template. If you look at the dimensions for all these, they're all the same. These are all images that look exactly like the image you just extracted. So you can use that image. And anything that is in that block, that upper left-hand center block, is what you use. What you can put anything you want in. And so the next part also would be anything that you see right here with the GUI. It will have to be done in CSF edits. So you will need to go to the open up the CSF editor just like we did previously, and then look for these inputs. Specifically, look for 10, which is the 10th general. This is actually supposed to be the original boss generals. Was supposed to be one for each side. So this one is supposed to be the one for, I assume it's America. I'm not 100% sure. And then the other one is GLA. So this will be number 10. If you just go to the number 10 for all of these, you don't need to actually put in new inputs. You can just fill in the blanks for them to whatever you want. And then we're going to head back to player template real fast. Just going to explain a few things. So as you can see, this says starting building. This is the command center. So just what you need to do at this point, as you can see, there's also starting units. I actually kind of slightly went over this in the last video. This is at the point where you need to create your own document. You're going to need to open up your INI folder and head to objects, and you're going to actually need to put in your own general folder in here. You may not be able to put it in by clicking right and hitting new. For some reason I couldn't do that, as you can see. I have to create the file and then throw it in here, and you can save any text file as a .ini. You just change the extension at the end, that's all. Yeah, and yeah, it's that simple. I am amazed that I discovered it. Like, it's so easy and it's right in front of your face. It's wow. Yeah.